it's a wonderful story. It's sort of a Cinderella story with a twist, but I think she's so lovely in it, and it's such a beautifully made film that, I mean, I can't think of anything better to say than that it's her and the story, and everybody loves it. I think probably one of the favorite moments is that iconic opening shot, which is so beautiful. There's a wonderful close-up of Audrey when she says, "How do I look?" And it's just divine. It was an early film for Blake, and he hadn't done that many, and this was probably a very, very important turning point in his career. I think that Truman Capote's book was probably a lot darker, and I think they originally, I wasn't aware of how controversial it was, but I think there was talk about Marilyn Monroe doing it and so on and so forth. But whatever it was, it is what it is now, and look how we're all loving it and remembering it. Well, she asked for Hubert Givenchy to design her wardrobe, and I think that speaks for itself. I mean, it's so beautiful, the way she looks, the way she's dressed. I think everybody kind of sat up and took notice after this movie. I was on Broadway performing, and on my day off I went to see Breakfast at Tiffany's, and wept and fell in love with it, and subsequently went back twice to see it again, never dreaming that the man who directed it would eventually end up being my husband. It's such a, life is wonderful, believe me. The merging of Audrey's talent with Blake's phenomenal visual talent and his ability to film so beautifully, it was a magical blending of those two aspects. I did subsequently get to know Audrey quite well, because I don't think there was a soul that knew her that didn't love her. And my husband adored her too, and I think I can honestly say if I hadn't come into his life, she might have been my competition. It was one of his early films. It catapulted him to some kind of really important status. And every sign that is Blake, everything that I knew about Blake and his masterful work later on is evident in this film. And you should see some of the phenomenal, huge, long scenes where the camera literally he doesn't cut. The camera goes on and catches everything. The wonderful party sequence was Blake's idea, and he cast all his friends and relations, and I knew a lot of them too. So it's fun to watch the party sequence and know who's up there.